travel, I feel more present, more intentional, and definitely more connected to myself. So I started to ask the question, why do I only feel that way when I leave? And then it occurred to me, maybe I can bring some of that feeling back here to my home and to my everyday life. So often you think, I can't always be traveling, although I would really love to. But something that I've realized lately is that the feeling I'm chasing when I travel, I can actually create it right here at home. One of the simplest ways I've done this is by changing my environment. Even something as simple as creating a small space outside where I can sit, slow down, just be. When I moved into my house 10 years ago, the yard looked like this. Over the past 10 years, I've transformed it to look like this. Not all at once, but a little bit every year. And my travel inspired me with ideas, decor, and vibes that I wanted to feel at home. I'm also very intentional about bringing parts of my travel home with me. A picture, art, small memento, things that help keep my travel memories alive and also remind me of the amazing experiences I have had. It also inspires me to want to create more memories. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to happen all at once. It just has to be purposeful. So when I travel, I take better care of myself. Let's face it, travel is hard on the body, especially if you are switching time zones or climates. So for that reason, I slow down. I pay attention. So I started recreating that at home, turning small routines into something I could actually look forward to. One of my favorites is a relaxing bath with candles and music and a book, and of course, some wine. But bath salts, oils, scents, they can transform just a regular old bath into an experience, and it doesn't take much. When I travel, I usually try to find accommodations with a bath because I have found that a bath is like a whole body reset for me. Meals also feel different when you travel. You tend to sit longer, you enjoy it more. You also tend to try new things, sometimes because you want to, and sometimes because the place requires you to. So I started doing the same thing at home. I bought more international cookbooks. I treat myself to food delivery every now and then to try new foods, mix up my diet, and to teach my palate to appreciate different tastes from different regions. Cooking something simple or new and pouring a glass of wine, maybe from a place I've visited or dream of visiting, lighting a candle, treating it like an experience and not just another dinner at home. I also let myself stay inspired. I have been working to scroll less on my phone and live more. So in the early mornings, while I sip my coffee, instead of grabbing for my phone, I start watching travel vlogs. Watching places that I want to go, that I dream of seeing, imagining what it would be like to be there. I also have a list on my phone of dream destinations, and I will add tips and ideas to that list when I watch these videos. And this kind of comes in handy because then when it's time to book that trip to that place, I already have a head start and an itinerary ready to go. I view these videos not as an escape, but as a purposeful intention for myself that I'm manifesting. Even something like learning a few words in another language is a way to intention set. If I'm being honest, language is something I really struggle with. But I know that this skill will make travel better for me and for the places I visit. I always make a point of learning a few key words or key phrases in the language of the countries where I am visiting. I think this is one of the most generous things that we can do as visitors when we are stepping into other people's worlds, cultures, and experiences. I think it is genuinely a great way to show care and respect for the places that you visit. Languages connect you to the world, even when you're not traveling. If you're waiting to feel alive or inspired until your next trip, don't. Start small. Create moments in your everyday life that feel intentional and calm and meaningful. That's where the shift happens. At night, I've started doing something even more simple. Thinking about where I want to go next, how I want to feel when I get there, what I want this next chapter to look like in my life. Not in a rushed or a performative way, just allowing myself to imagine it. Journaling, dreaming, manifesting, it's all very powerful, and there is science to back it up. I often think and dream for a long time. I thought life would start when something changed, but what I'm realizing is it doesn't start later. It starts with these small, intentional moments. Travel has changed how I see the world, but more than that, it's changing how I live my life every day. And maybe that's the real point. If you're in this season too, subscribe and follow along. I'm sharing what this journey looks like both at home and around the world. Until next time, bye for now.